All right, guys, we are we are about ready to start. Uh, I'm turning off my chat. All right.
Okay, so I'm Cowtrix,
And I am Russo.
and today we are casting the Squirtle Squad versus Kawaii E-Girls. Oh yeah, map.
All right, we're starting off with Lijiang Tower today. All right, do we have the ready from both teams?
No, we don't, not yet. So waiting on Kawaii E-Girls for this, just to start the game here. Otherwise, from both the lineups for both sides. So the format of this is that we have, or I guess I need to explain the format because
You guys have seen the games. You know how it goes.
you guys have seen the games, yeah.
All right, we got the ready.
We got
good to go from
ready.
both teams.
Yep.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating match.
Risa, do you have the stream unmuted?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay. Where am I hearing this from then? Oh. Okay.
Ready
So,
for battle.
to start off from both teams, looks like we're seeing some Orisa Sigma double shield. We're also seeing both teams roll out on the May to start off here with both Lucio and Elso.
All right, I think it's definitely important to highlight here the difference in the support lineup. We're seeing the Lucio Moira from Kawaii E-Girls, but Squirtle Squad is running the Baptiste here, which is just a little bit outside of the normal.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to be running Ryan Zarya here instead, with the Symmetra May, so that'll be interesting to see how both these teams play. Ryan gets walled off right off the beginning.
Alright, some weird walls from both teams that just end up separating them. Alright, Neo is in on the Doomfist. There goes Ryan. Alright, another line, but it's not going to keep them out. Swirtle's already in on both sides of the wall. Oh, Voltrap gets frozen. That's not good. Gets the bubble to get out. Squirtle really wants this May dead. Oh, now Lucio's in her face.
Yep, the Ryan actually had enough time to respawn and get back now, so this will be another fight.
There goes the pick on the May. Immortality Field is out from Squirtle. But the wall comes up, blocking most of the damage that they can get as long as Kawaii E-Girls can play it safe behind their thing. Kills start coming out for Kawaii E-Girls, and that is the end of the first, admittedly really long fight.
So it looks like it'll be a first point take for Kawaii. Or wait, Squirtle.
Ooh, alright, the Shatter catches 3. Ooh. Alright, just means they're overextending a bit too close to Squirtle spawn. It doesn't add up.
And Bruce, just to make sure which team is which.
Squirtle's blue, don't worry. Yeah, just the one ult from Squirtle was enough to totally overturn that fight. Kawaii E-Girls is down 2 ults. Let's see if they'll make the same mistake Squirtle of over-aggressing again. Ooh, alright. That put a quick end to the Reinhardt. Obum is trying. Ooh, he gets greedy, gets picked by the Sim. It was high charge. Alright, Grab actually only catches the Lucio. That's the end of that. The Doomfist takes care of it after people land for the Sigma Gravitic Flux. And Voltrive is frozen in the back. I think it's really interesting seeing the synergy here that Obum and Neo as a DPS duo seem to have. They sort of weave in and out of the teams. And similarly on the other side, Dad and Kef, they don't really seem to be doing anything together. They're both sort of there.
We're gonna see a wall come out in order to maybe push forward, so they're gonna have no wall coming into this, but that Lucio speed boost into them.
Ooh, that's a solid Blizzard. They're gonna get Kef out of this for sure. So the wall was used early, but it still ended up in a teamfight loss because they weren't ready for that Blizzard. They'd overextended, split themselves up. They had to walk back through the Blizzard to get back to their team. Alright, they're giving up ground here, Squirtle Squad. They're going all the way back to the point. Because they know they have the Baptiste ult, the wall does put a kink in that plan. But Neo is coming out with the kills, it doesn't matter. Just a matter of finishing off Voltrive now as the Lucio and the Doomfist get on her.
North ends up going down though, this could be a turning point for the fight. Nope, okay, never mind.
It's just not enough in the end. They're not getting the kills that they need or the value out of the Mei and the Doomfist. There's no reason to run the Rein Zarya here. I think they really need to slow the game down.
Yeah, definitely. They're pushing into it, and they're just not getting value out of their pushes and ending up at a disadvantage. Another fight.
Ready for battle.
Let's see. Move designs to Kawaii E-Girls. He's in general spec right now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
So it looks like we're seeing the same kind of thing here with the Lucio Moira, Rein Zarya coming out for Kawaii E-Girls here.
Ooh, the Sim takes them straight to the point. I think Rein Zarya is definitely something that they shouldn't be so insistent on. It can work, but it's so much harder to get consistent value if the DPS aren't getting work done.
And if Rein is going to go down early, that might end up being
Element
a big
Null
problem.
is far too aggressive for a Rein facing down an Orisa Sigma.
The objective is
And Voltrive stays alive, but she's left on her own. It doesn't matter in the end.
Painless looking to stall it out, but it won't be able to stall it out long. Squirtle Squad getting...
Honestly, so much of this match is coming down to Neo just shining on every hero he's played. Be it the Doomfist or the Pharah. I'm excited to see what he plays next. We're getting a lot of consistent value, a lot of picks, cleaning up fights. It's just solid play all around. They're trying the McCree here, the Doomfist McCree, a pretty common strategy in OWL actually, to see if they can shut down the Pharah and force out that value. It's just a matter of can Kef hit his shots fast enough.
They're very insistent on still running with Rein Zarya,
Ooh.
and that's going to be a massive boot there on the Voltrive.
Both the tanks down early, they really just need to back up here. Kef isn't able to force Neo out of the skies. Neo gets to play wherever he wants. Oh, lucky rockets Voltrive, but it's really not going to matter. It's just another thing to slow them down.
They come going the same route again, using the coalescence to start off. Rein Charge gets nothing there. And the Pharah ult is going to come out, he's going to get taken out.
Okay, that
very
doesn't
early,
find
though.
anything. And there's no chance of the res, it's too far in the open. Element Null is without his barrier, the Sigma could make his life very difficult right now.
Open does get the pick, and it looks like they're still going to be able to turn that fight around somehow.
Oh, that shouldn't have been invested by any means. If I'm dead there, I take the L, I die, I respawn with my team. No reason to waste such a powerful ult. He did go back to Reaper, but it would have been faster just being with his team.
And still, they're on the Ryan Zarya here. Hasn't been working for either points.
I think
See
if
they can
they're
make it work.
insistent on running something other than Orisa Sigma, there are options. It's possible to run Orisa Hog, the Orisa Diva. Still totally doable. They're not bad comps by any means. The Orisa Sigma is just the easiest one to get value out of.
Element Null going down, Painless going down as well. The Reaper's in there, really still see if he can do any work, but it doesn't really look like it. The wall's gonna come out, they're gonna shield dance around that.
I would say that Kawaii E-Girls wins so many more fights when Element Null doesn't go down first, but to be totally honest, I think he's gone down first in any fight except for one.
That's a massive shatter, but that might just be a bit too late here.
You can see all Element Null is doing is being really over-aggressive, and it's not working in the long run, in the slightest.
Victory.
And that'll be it for the first map.
Play of the game.
Yeah, you were definitely right in the middle of that fight though, where Neo is really just popping off right here, and that's really showing that he's just totally outclassing the other DPS in this game. But I really haven't seen any flaws in the rest of Squirtle Squad's play either. They've been playing super well.
Alright, let's figure out what map we're going to be playing next. Alright, Kawaii Girls having a bit of a powwow. They're going to figure out their plan moving forward.
And looks like the map chosen here is going to end up being Hanamura. Okay, so no swaps for either team it seems like here. They're just gonna keep running the same thing into it.
Alright, let's see if both teams are ready to go ahead and start.
Said to kick Grim. And then kick Bacon J as well. Cheddar's on Squirtle Squad, so you can put him on Blue Spectate.
Alright, both teams are ready. We're gonna go ahead and get into the game.
Traveling to Hanamura. Initiating match.
Friendly reminder to stop the music.
Mhm.
Okay. So we're having 0 swaps for either team here.
Ready for battle.
Alright, Mei Hanzo coming in from Squirtle Squad. I think it's definitely a comp that can still be run. It's a lot more difficult with the Sigma now. Easy to put a shield in the Hanzo's face. They're insistent on running Baptiste again. I think it really worked with how quickly they're able to farm their Baptiste boxes. We're seeing a Mei Sombra from Kawaii E-Girls. It's definitely an odd choice. If they're able to get value out of it, I believe it'll help, but until the Sombra buffs on the PTR come in, I don't think she'll be a very common pick.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Otherwise, ooh, that's good. I gotta get a team still. The Squirtle Squad ends up being able to see the Sombra coming out of spawn with the Hanzo arrow.
Now that's definitely gonna mess things up. They're gonna be tempted to switch to Sombra now. They're going for the Sombra Genji. They're committing further to it, but this is a comp that's a lot more common to play, but
seems like they're a bit hesitant to come out. There they go.
nope, they changed their mind. Mei Reaper. There we go.
And now they're going on to the Orisa Sigma this time, so we'll see how they're able to pull this off.
Yeah, they're done with the Rein Zarya. That didn't work. They're moving on.
Oh, but they know
Ooh.
the Sigma barrier is down right now, but he's gonna get, Element Null is gonna get
Element Null is caught out, finished. Kef doesn't get anything in the back line.
Looks like it's been pretty rough for Kawaii E-Girls. They took a long time to swap there, and then they just didn't find value out of their swaps. So we'll see if they switch anything else up.
I think it's very fair to be hesitant after how last map went. Clearly their comps just weren't the best picks, but this is equally a problem on the other side of the spectrum.
Delta very early, so they'll have to waste even more time in order to try to wait for him.
They are breaking that Orisa shield fast, definitely winning the shield war with the Hanzo. That helps a lot. Norse is all the way by himself on the high ground. Really no way to reach him unless the Reaper wants to go in on him like that.
Yeah. And the Reaper now coming into their backline. Pixels gets frozen,
Ooh,
but that's going to be...
doesn't last. The Sigma takes quick work of him.
And that will probably be the fight there for Squirtle Squad.
The Baptiste square is just so good. Norse able to get it so consistently. They win every shield war. Unless the Reaper can get value in the backline, it's really not going to have the effect that you see in L.
Kawaii E-Girls basically having 0 ults to start off this next fight, and Squirtle Squad having about 5.
You gotta remember, we've had 3, maybe 4 fights now. We still haven't seen a big ult engagement from Kawaii E-Girls.
Yep, I think the only one we actually saw this game is Coalescence, but and kept trying to get some value.
Alright, so they've gone ahead and they've walled off the Orisa. The Orisa does get back to the team before the Reaper can get there. That is brutal.
in order to get Element Null out there. Cat's gonna try to rotate around the back and try to get Pixels out.
Honestly, I'm having fun just watching Neo pop off on every hero he plays. It's happened again. He's here on the Hanzo. He's clicking heads.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he's just dominating this
I think
game.
we're seeing the pattern of Keth being not quite sure how to play his hero in the comp, regardless of how well he can play it, you know, on its own. Alright, nothing exists in a vacuum. Playing Mei in Sigma Orisa is very different from playing Mei the rest of the time.
But Kawaii E-Girls now having ults for this fight, so they will be able to push in with Blizzard.
Both
and
DPS
Reaper
ults available. They're close to their Graphitic Flux and their Bongos, but looking at how well Element Null's been doing and how early he's been getting picked, I don't think he'll have it this fight either if he's not careful. Another solid wall. They use the Blizzard defensively. Element Null still goes down quick.
Both Blizzards coming down, and that's only going to get 2 picks there. And it's 2-2. It's totally tied right now. This could really go
Alright, the rock
way.
does go through. Pixel's got a dragon and 2 shields to hide in. Alright.
Norse is going to get taken out as well. So
There's
we'll
the
be able to
first
see.
pick happening in the backline and the Reaper wasn't there. This really isn't going the way they planned for Kawaii E-Girls.
And right now this fight is still now. Oh, now it's
And-
3v5.
Ooh, that might be the end of Volt Drive here.
So this could actually still go in Squirtle Squad's way.
We're seeing a lot of trades. Kawaii E-Girls does win out in the end. Now on the Doomfist Reaper. Mostly just to get back to the point.
And they'll get it in overtime. That seemed like a very tough old gaining cycle for Kawaii right now. They still have 0 ults coming into this next fight.
Thankfully for Kawaii E-Girls, there were a lot of swaps from Squirtle Squad to try and make it back to the point and contest, and that means that they won't have many ults either. They're going back to the sim. They think they can run that.
So see if they teleport around left side, like most teams end up doing, and it looks like they're just gonna go top right. And
They're
the
using the
portal is
teleporter
actually
just for a faster spawn. Squirtle's playing really passively here. I think Kawaii is afraid to push into this corner because they're not there yet, but oh, if they'd been just a little bit faster, Squirtle wouldn't have been here at all.
It looks like that teleport is going to come up behind there. Not really going to get too much value there.
Oh no, alright, Element Null is in danger yet again. Neva's been hitting so many of his rocks this game. I think you're not really seeing the value directly, but it's definitely there. His shield is always in the right place. Pixels has never really been in trouble because there's always been a second shield to help him out when his is down. Alright. Another rock onto the Doomfist, but he's still getting the kills.
I think they're going to get quite a few kills here. We'll see if they'll be able to stall it out, or Squirtle Squad will be able to stall us out here.
Alright, Neo is back. Let's see if he... Oh no, the Doomfist is on him.
Neo getting there. That Moira might be getting a lot of value.
Alright, Dad's
Very
really
close
found
to
his own here. He's starting to be a dominant Doomfist. This is literally all Kawaii E-Girls need. They just need a DPS to look dominant, competent on their role in the comp that they're playing, not just on its own. A solid shield. Neo's coming back in on the Doomfist, but it's going to be rough.
There will be a coalescence coming out here for Squirtle Squad.
That Lucio beat isn't helping Squirtle Squad here.
No, that Ryan's gonna turn in point.
Knave is back on the Ryan.
Gonna come out here. Blizzard coming out. This could be huge right
The Blizzard
here.
does come out. Dad does get stuck in it. Oh, beautiful.
Be really big. They just gotta touch the point right here.
Oh,
but they're not gonna be able to touch. They're
not
gonna be able to
quite
tap out.
fast enough. Lucio Boop on the Ryan. I don't think he would have made it anyway.
And there's less than a minute on the clock, so even if Squirtle Squad makes it in overtime, they'll still both get chances to attack her.
Initiating match.
Alright, making it through with 46 seconds. All they have to do is hold them on A or push them to B. Make them get under 46. It's a pretty tough time bank, but they've definitely been improving over the course of the map. I think it's happened twice now in Snowball where a team has lost the first map, tied the second, and then gone on to win the next two to win the series. Kind of a weird pattern of teams coming into their own and figuring out what works on the fly instead of in scrims before now. Not what you want to see if you're the team, but definitely it's still something happy to come to, a consolation prize sort of.
Yeah, and Dad really finding out how to play Doomfist a lot towards the end there and doing really well on that role after he started to get used to it. So I'll be excited to see how he does in the Pharah this time.
All right, I think a lot of what's happening here with the hesitance to play the Orisa Sigma is that maybe Voltribe's not confident on this Sigma. He has been a D.Va player for a long time now, and GOATS only meant that he could keep playing D.Va, didn't have to learn anything else. Orisa D.Va is still totally playable, especially if they're able to get value against that Sigma. It will be rough. Dad's gonna have to pop off here.
He's playing the Sim into the double shield. We'll see if they'll even be able to
Let's
put
see if
that
a
down.
teleport
That
is
will
gonna
go
come
down
in.
immediately. They're not going to get that teleport across at all. We'll see if they'll wait for that cooldown again or if they'll push in.
A lot of spam coming in from Dad, making it different. Ooh, that concussive blast making it difficult to moving them around.
Yep.
They're having trouble just staging right now. They're not even trying to engage on the team fight yet. They're just figuring out their positioning and where they want to go
And it looks
next.
like the Doomfist is going to go and swap for them. What is he swapping to? He's swapping to the Hanzo. So this will be good for more shield break.
Alright, if Neo's confident that he can take out the Pharah on the Hanzo, this is definitely a good pick. Oh, they teleport into that right room
Oh,
there.
they teleport into. Right,
Going
looks
up
like they're
top,
going
this is
high.
a full rotation. Oh no, that might be the end of Norse. Never mind, they all made it inside. They're at the point. But
And the
Dad,
Pharah ult's gonna come out and
Dad
get
with that
3.
spam this whole game, he got his ult so quickly. Norse has his from healing all that spam, but that's really not a trade that Squirtle was prepared to take.
Now let's be clean up from there. So yeah, Kawaii E-Girls are really finding their spot here towards the end. I guess after the first attack.
Obum is going to switch onto the Sombra here, see if they can shut down the Bastion that way. They're not at all confident in the Sim strat anymore into the Bastion. I think this is a good call to switch. Ooh, Element Null pokes his head out one too many times. A solid dragon. Ooh, gets the Bastion. They don't have the res anymore. They just use it on the Orisa.
And that'll be 3 on 6 right here.
Voltribe's low.
Out.
And that's a one fight. They didn't even need the Sombra, really. It was just a matter of Element Null getting greedy one too many times. We've seen it time and time again. That's been defining this match so far, I think, on the Ryan and now on the Orisa.
And it's definitely been happening less and less for Element now, so we'll be able to see if he actually fixes that up a lot towards the end of the season here. Or end of the game here. And it looks like they're going for the Sim teleport around the left side. Yeah, and they're definitely ready for it on the side of Kawaii. And that's gonna be double damage.
Ooh, they made it to the point. Ooh, Baptiste squares on both sides. This is interesting. I'm surprised the Bastion was ever allowed to die.
The Mercy goes down too. There's gonna be no res coming out of that.
Dad all by himself. He has the barrage, but he's half.
Yep. And he goes for it. He gets one, but that won't be enough here. See if they can shut down Kef on the Bastion here. They will. Lucio's gonna come onto the point. See how long he can stall it out for. Gonna drop that ball. Is gonna get stunned right there.
It's just the stagger now. Voltribe's got a touch. He moved faster. You're not shooting his D.Va. He doesn't make it to the point. Dad's back in. Let's see if he can. Oh, never mind. Can't continue that dominance. The Sim turret's making it hard for the Tracer coming in.
And the ball is gonna come on. It's a very good stall here, but it looks like that'll be it after Elemental goes down.
A dominant time bank. Squirtle's kind of showing off that they're able to play more than one comp. Something that Kawaii E-Girls have been struggling with. Every time they switch off what they had planned, it's a bit of a slow start. And I think that flexibility is really showing itself off as they sort of adapted to the Bastion. Right, they definitely weren't prepared for it coming into the match, but they figured out on the fly what works and what they needed to do. So knowing that, let's see what they decide to play on the defense here. if they want to stick with the plan they already had or change something up based on what they saw out of Kawaii E-Girls.
And I mean, if I were them, I'd honestly stick on the plan that they did on point A there.
Oh, they're going for the Bastion Pharah. They really liked that. It felt difficult to play into, I suppose. I understand that. They think they can do it better. We saw Neo on the Pharah earlier. I'm sure Obum can't be that bad at Bastion. It makes sense in theory. They are switching their Baptiste up, though. That is the only thing I'd be concerned about. If Shadower is not up to par on his Baptiste, it's going to be a lot less healing than they're used to.
And what's going to be more interesting, I think, is the side of the offense going the Bastion Sim if they end up sticking with this. That could end up being
I'm pretty certain this isn't what they're playing. If they're going to run the Rhine Sigma with a Bastion, I'd be pretty confused. It just doesn't seem like a smart play. Especially knowing that they only have a minute to push. You're right, there we go.
Sigma. Okay.
They're not going to get an ult fight realistically, especially with how slow they've been at charging their ultimates.
That's going to be a lot of damage coming out of that shield immediately.
Alright, that's most of the healing on the side of Kawaii E-Girls already gone. There's the Bastion, there's the damage.
And they're going to have to reset very quick here. This is going to leave them with about 30 seconds to attack on this point.
Alright, they're switching to the Genji Sombra, but they're not going to have time to build an EMP. They have to know going into this fight that this has to be a clean dive. They have to get kills on their first engage. They only have 25 seconds.
And that's going to be painless going down very early. There's no res.
They don't have time for this.
But Lucio definitely can get back in time. But that's going to leave them with about 10 seconds.
Oh, there's that. That was their engagement. They're in trouble now. There goes Axel. The Sombra's backcapping. That's not going to last. The Winston gets there.
Neo using the ult a little bit weirdly there. That might have been a fat finger. But Element Null looks like he's going to be going down.
Yeah. In total, I think it was just a weird choice to try the Bastion on offense there. I know it worked well on defense, but that doesn't make it the best comp for every situation.
And it was really greedy for them on offense there. I saw multiple times that was, like the 3 picks that Neo got that were super staggering. They were all just, really greedy.
I think it would have been easy to try the McCree Doomfist. We've seen them run that before when they saw the Pharah dominating, and it wouldn't have worked anyway. They weren't able to hit the shots. Dad just not quite up to par, or I think it was Kef. But it would have been better than this. I think if they were going to try the cyber dive, they had to have switched to it much earlier.
But the difference here is that if Squirtle wants to run that, they definitely can. They definitely have time to build up that EMP. But it looks like they're going to be running Sombra Doomfist if they stick with this. On the side of the defense, they're still going to be running that Bastion Pharah. And one of the weirder things I think here is the Orisa Diva instead of the Orisa Sigma. I guess that'll be a lot of value out of that, but that shield uptime might be crucial to lose there, especially with that Symmetra that they're running.
I mean, we saw them try to run this earlier, Squirtle, but if they think they have their plan figured out, if they think they're gonna feel good on it, you remember last time they did try and switch off to make it work. They have to be expecting the Bastion. They'd be fools not to. They tried running the Bastion even on the offense. To try and run the same thing is a little bit fishy. It looks like Squirtle trying to go back to playing the same thing again and again.
Teleporting into that left or right room there. They're gonna be going high ground. This is gonna be really hard to move through this though. Now that they're expecting.
This was the closest to working they went.
Massive.
Oh,
all of them off. Shadower is gonna go down. We'll see if that point.
The Lucio can get back if they get picks. It is still possible to make this work.
And that Bastion's gonna be stuck up there, and that'll be a good pick on the Kef there.
We're seeing trades both ways, to be honest.
Yep. Be able to get that. Mercy is gonna get the res.
The Mercy gets the res. The Orisa's by herself. Lucio is back now. They have healing. Oh! Nave is able to block that after it kills the Symmetra. Finish it off with a left click.
Looks like that'll be it there.
If I'm being honest, I think Nave won that out with raw clutch potential. There was no plan. It was a losing fight. They just made it work. The rock on the Tracer. There we go. Nave has decided he wants this point now. He's going to get it.
Victory.
And that'll be it for the second map there.
Play of the game.
Here was that beautiful dragon from Neo.
Yeah, that dragon was massive there.
Honestly, just an all-star on every hero he's played so far. I'm really impressed with him overall. He's been the highlight of this match.
a bunch too, like the important thing, so people that
Alright,
have
alright,
no
alright, we're in.
like.
We're in. Alright, boys, we're gonna do an insights powered by Intel.
Yeah. So, you want to start?
Alright, I'll start. First, we're gonna talk about that round of control we saw on Lijiang Tower. The first map was definitely defined by Neo doing great on the Doomfist, and who was their DPS? And Obum being able to follow up on the Mei. There are a lot of solid freezes, especially on Voltribe on Zarya. You gotta remember, this is when they insisted on running the Rhine Zarya. Definitely a weird choice, not meta at all. I don't know if it worked in scrims, but it didn't work on stage. Round 2, we saw... What did we see? It was the Pharah. It was the Pharah that defined it.
Yeah, we saw Neo pop off again.
And it was just...
on the Pharah and Hanzo, he ended up popping off a lot.
Yeah.
We thought major dragon there. So it was really big brain by Neo there.
Right, we saw when they were running the Pharah on Lijiang, the Kawaii E-Girls tried running the McCree Doomfist, but it didn't add up. They weren't able to get kills with it because it just wasn't enough shots in a row to ever discourage Neo.
Yeah, and really, there was nothing that they could do. I saw at the end of their, they made it to point B, and they capped it relatively quickly compared to their pace for the other one, for point A. But
I think Hanamura was it was kind of defined by the way Kawaii E-Girls showed off their Bastion strat, and then Squirtle did it better. It was kind of an awkward situation for everybody involved. And that's the end of our insights powered by Intel.
Yep.
Alright, back to the game. Alright, just figuring out which map we're gonna play. We forgot to get that.
Nimbani.
Alright. Just getting the final okay from both teams that we are indeed ready.
I think, yeah, both teams are ready.
Alright, both teams are ready. Time to hop into it.
Traveling to Numbani. Initiating match.
Alright, so I'm excited to see what both teams are going to run, to be honest. We've seen some really different things from Kawaii E-Girls. Squirtle's been sticking pretty meta with the Sigma Orisa, and Neo's been popping off on whatever he plays. I cannot reiterate that enough. He is the rock of this team. Him and Knave just get so much value out of their abilities every time they press a button. It's pretty impressive. In a meta with so many shields, you'd think it'd be harder to get value, but no, these guys prove it's totally doable.
Ready for battle.
Jolt is in for Dad. A big change. Jolt plays a lot of the Widow, the Genji. And it looks like they're going to try and run the Genji Widow dive. A weird choice. And for the first time, we're going to see the McCree from Obum. Alright, so we're still seeing Neo on the Hanzo. We're still seeing Knave on the Sigma, but we have Nor in for Norse. So that tells us if he's running the Baptiste here, he probably has something weird to run later. Norse has definitely, performance-wise, been up to par by every capacity.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We got a 10 out of 10 amazing insights. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's really good.
Thanks, chat.
Thanks, Shane the hero.
I'll make a graphic for it next week, so we'll have a real graphic insights powered by Intel graphic.
No.
Ours definitely had some charm. Ooh, all right, okay.
Dive.
They're waiting for the dive. They don't know exactly where they're gonna go. They're getting a lot of spam. The Winston was booped off mid-jump. He never made it up with his team, and the bubble didn't either. Jolt is around the left side, but the Sigma Shield shuts him down pretty easily.
Oh, this might be a rough stagger. Oh, no.
Alright, the Ana does make it out. Axel's fine. Oh, okay, but Voltribe does not.
Yeah,
That's
a
10 seconds
big
to live.
stagger there. And I'd keep expecting to see that if they're running dive into that little room.
Alright, Kef doesn't really have a sightline here. I'm not sure what he's doing scoped in like that.
Especially running this into double shield. That Sigma shield can just stay up right in front of him, and there's
Right.
nothing you can really do about that.
In
so.
theory, Kef would have the advantage over Obum or Neo in terms of a straight-up duel. But there's Sigma shields, there's Orisa shields. Things aren't how they are normally right now. It's a bit of a special case called the meta.
And that Sigma shield is gonna go and block that sideline for Kef.
Alright.
That's gonna be 2 more picks right
A
off the
beautiful
bat there.
boot from Shadow. Oh, but Shadow gets taken out by Painless.
Shepard's taking down.
If I'm
Element Null
being
going down.
totally
though.
honest, I'm just not impressed with Element Null on the Winston. He hasn't jumped anybody. He
And on
jumps,
most rolls,
he
it
jumps
kinda
near
seems like-
people.
On most rolls too, it seems like he's kind of been underperforming just generally today.
On every other hero, it's been that he's greedy, but on Winston, mechanically, it's just not up to par. Pixels might only be able to play Orisa, but nevertheless, Pixels can play Orisa well. It's been working. Pixels dies pretty rarely, right? Knave is a solid
Early
Sigma, and that's
pick on
making
the
it work.
jolt there. Early pick on the jolt. That'll be huge for stagger.
Ooh,
Then
Obum
another
gets
one on
2.
the- Obum popping right here. Oh, yeah, we see Element Null swapping onto the Wrecking Ball here. We'll see
Right,
how
and
that
he's been
happens,
Wrecking
so.
Ball for, I guess this has been a team fight. It was a weird team fight, but he's been Wrecking Ball for a whole team fight here, and he hasn't really engaged. I think he's hiding somewhere.
I didn't even think he'd call it a team fight. I think they're basically still grouping.
Alright, he is hiding.
Yeah, okay, so he's behind them currently. We'll see if he can get a massive boop here.
Ooh, he's going in.
Do they come out?
There we
He's
go,
gonna
they're
get
all down.
2 off. That'll be massive.
Alright, they do have the Immortality Field, and the High Noon to zone.
That'll be
Gets
huge.
Jolt.
High Noon. Jolt being just so close to that lane. Obum is really popping.
Alright,
here.
Obum's time to shine.
He's doing it really consistently. This DPS duo seems really nasty. For the
Neo and
next few
Obum
games
is a
here.
scary DPS duo if I ever saw one. They're really just, whether it's Dad and Kef or Jolt and Kef, they're just bullying them. It's really not nice at all.
Still have the music playing, by the way?
No.
No? Oh.
Elemental's hiding again. It almost worked last time. They forgot about the Immortality Field, which kind of ruined the point of what they were going for, with a quick collapse on him. This time we've got the Doomfist and the ball going around the back, and Jolt goes down early again.
But Obum also goes down early.
Alright, this is the first time Obum has died this map. This might be a chance for them. We have a big anti-nade.
And that's gonna be a
Oh,
DMAC.
the Dragon in for Neo. Neo's
Yes.
back. He goes down, but his Dragon gets
Oh.
2. He gets both supports in this fight.
Did you get that out of? I don't even know where that came from. On the right side there.
Oh. Alright, there goes Painless.
It'll just be on Jolt here.
Jolt's trying his best.
Immortality comes out.
Right,
but I
what
really
what
don't
no
think-
one say that Jolt didn't try. It was a solid try. He just got beat up by Obum again and again. Neo's back on the Doomfist. He's shining.
Elemental gonna get nanoed here, but I still don't think. this
Elemental's
command is
really
enough.
just mechanically. I don't know what he's doing right now. It's the same as the Winston. You know, he's hitting all the buttons. They're not in the correct order. They're not at the right time.
Score 0-0. Switching.
Oh, I said Casper. To be fair, he's not a main tank.
All right.
Okay, so they might be putting Elemental onto a off roll then, according to Shane the hero.
I'm checking the roster.
I don't think
Oh.
it says on the roster.
Okay,
Is it?
Kawaii E-Girls has Jeff as their main tank. Jeff is not here right now.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
That might be the problem with this roster. But regardless, the DPS duo isn't shining. Having a like an off tank playing Orisa isn't unheard of. Elemental should be able to figure it out. I'm surprised he's insistent on playing Ryan the first map and then Orisa. Now he wants to play Monkey and Ball the whole time. He's really just gotta, if they know Jeff's gonna be gone, just pick a role and learn it.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like they're going to be going onto the Orisa Sigma here. On the defense. Running the Widow probably just for more pick potential.
They're running the Widow, I think, almost blindly. But lucky for them, Neo will be on the Pharah.
Yeah, it's not going to be huge if he gets value out of that.
Looking at what looking at what Kawaii E-Girls has been playing so far, it looks like scouting hasn't been great. They don't have any information. It's the first week. Right, so the Widow does happen to be a good pick here. I think it's definitely a risk I wouldn't have taken. Right, especially with 2 shields on both teams. It just seems like a risky move.
We'll see how confident Keth is on the Widow here. Yet again, this is the first week we haven't seen any of the... so especially against the Pharah Mercy, we'll see how much value
and we do know Neo is very confident playing the Pharah. Oh, teleporting up top. This is a weird rotation. I'll be honest, I haven't seen this ever happen before. This is just a weird spot to be. They don't have the Sigma shield, Orisa shield is down.
And Bill's gonna get open pretty early. That'll be
I think that was not a great spot for a rotation. I wouldn't start up there, I would start
gonna get taken
way
down
farther
and
up.
that res will come up, so that pick won't matter anyway. They're teleporting.
Alright, Voltrive
That
wasted
Sigma's
his
gonna get
rock
very low.
just into the Orisa shield. I don't think Voltrive is confident in his Sigma at all. But Neo is still getting kills. Neo's decided to win this point. Time and time again, he's proven he can win the point if he wants to. Knave is there. Knave is a rock. He's been doing well staying alive. His rocks have been solid.
Yep. And that Tracer actually to come down and get Neo.
Right, but this Mercy isn't dying, so Knave keeps getting healing. Neo's back up.
But Nair is gonna get taken out too by Jolt. Jolt is really doing work on this Tracer here.
Neo finally goes down a second time.
Yep. We're gonna see a Will 1v1 there. Open getting taken down. Kef getting another. Kef maybe finding a stride here, and they might be able to actually take this back.
Ooh, Pixel's able to corner Painless in the room.
But Nave getting dangerously low here.
They've been contesting this point way too long. The fight's been lost.
Yeah.
At this point, they're just reaching for something they're not gonna grab. Grasping at straws.
That'll be a really good hold there.
Jolt got his pulse bomb. He's feeling good on the Tracer. Doesn't get a pick with it. Uses it a little early, I'd say. I'd wait for the engage normally. You never want to go ahead and use it before the fight started with an ultimate that can get a pick as easily as that in this meta. You can't risk wasting that. They're going down below, trying to go straight to the point with the Sigma and the Orisa. Shields are on. Voltrive does drop. Ooh.
And Oban playing really split. That's gonna get picked right there. But he will get res. Painless is gonna go down. There is no
Neo
res,
is
so
here. You can't forget. Jolt can't hold on.
That'll be really clean after that. So Squirtle Squad wins this game just for map 4.
Play of the game.
Ooh.
Wait. Hold up.
Oh, that's what it is.
Huh.
Well, see,
I
when
don't think-
you're Mercy and you res somebody, you get all of their play of the game points added to yours.
Oh, you do? Oh.
You do.
Hmm. Yeah, I got a little confused right there. I've never seen a Mercy play the game where there's been no
It is
kills
rare,
by
but it does happen.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
So Obum's points combined with the damage boosted far there, that was enough to give the Mercy the play of the game.
Okay. But more importantly, Squirtle Squad taking map 3. Heading to the final map to see if we can get the 4-0. Huh?
Alright, so swaps are in. We have quite a few swaps to talk about in a second. We're just waiting for the final okay from both teams. We're going to be playing Watchpoint Gibraltar for our last map. Squirtles has locked in the series with at least a 3-0. And KEG is just playing for their last map here. Alright, both teams are ready. We are good to go.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
So swaps we see coming in here are Cheddar is coming in for Neo, and Norse is in for Shadower on the side of Squirtle Squad, and on the side of Kawaii E-Girls, we got Pichu in for Volt Tribe and Dad in for Jolt. So we'll be able to see what both teams will be able to do with these swaps.
So it is a lot of swaps. I think part of this is taking Neo out for Cheddar, sort of a victory lap. Let Cheddar get the playtime. He does have a pretty similar hero pool to Neo, so just put in the sub, see if he pops off. Always a safe bet on the last map we locked in the series. Pichu is in for Volt Drive. I don't know why they've been so hesitant to put Pichu in, especially if Volt Drive's been uncomfortable playing the Sigma and Pichu thinks she can. Dad is back in for Jolt, apparently. Even though I think Jolt definitely did well, they want something different. They're back to Dad. Maybe they have a plan. It'd probably be a first. To be totally honest, both of these teams have been figuring out as they go. Plans haven't held up. We're seeing Ryan Zarya from Squirtles. I don't know. They must know what they're doing here. Mei Hanzo.
They might be coming out of the top. Obum is playing on controller because I saw him walk very slowly.
Oh no, Obum is playing on a controller. Can confirm, you're right. He's
They're
moving.
gonna dive onto the high ground.
Oh, okay, the wall cancels that dive.
And just the Ryan and Zarya are gonna end up going down here. We'll see what they'll be able to get.
Element Null totally whiffed that. The jump just wasn't correct. Keffa's up top. It's him versus Cheddar right now. Pixels is in the enemy spawn.
The Kef on the high ground there, he could be doing something here. So let's see if he's able to get any picks here.
They make it a... Cheddar's been getting spam on the tanks this whole... Oh! Pixels is off.
I think he charged off the edge, maybe.
You know, I never want to say sandbagging, but they're definitely playing something weird here, and they're not playing it well.
Kef getting 3 picks right there.
Kef is back in the game. You ask him after, he will insist that Squirtle Squad was trying their hardest. Element Null, he's in. He's gonna go for it. He's getting a little tickle damage.
Getting some damage here.
Oh.
Not a bad idea.
Painless is playing pretty aggressive. He got fire striked. Alright, they've got 2 on the cart, getting free push. Pixels back on the cart. Oh! That was a solid collapse.
Element Null not really able to get value there at the high ground.
Kef's been free firing, but he's not really hitting shots that matter.
Looks like Norse is gonna try for the 1v1 on him. And Norse might get picked out here, actually. He might have just gotten way too greedy. Pretty unlucky. The spawn dragon coming out, though.
I really don't think that was necessary.
Maybe not.
In any
Maybe
sense.
not that finger. Gonna try to aim at that spawn or something like that. The Widow's gonna come out with sight.
We have a call for a pause.
Do we? Oh, my chat's not updated. So either way, coming out from the attack right here, Kawaii E-Girls getting a very good start off the beginning.
I'd say it's definitely a good look for them.
Yep, and it's been much better than what they were doing before.
Element Null, he's not a main tank player, he's not shining, he's figuring it out as he's going, but Pichu is making up for it, Dad's been solid, and Kef's finally finding his own on the Widow here.
Yep, and we saw the last fight, he didn't pop off too much.
But this is the look we need from Kawaii E-Girls. If they're going to be playing the dive, they need to
Both
be
teams ready.
decisive.
So coming into this fight, Lucio's going to
There goes the dive.
We're gonna dive on.
Nanoblade is in. Dad only gets. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
2 for 1
okay.
swing.
Shatter's gonna
Pixel's
end up
trying to
coming
save
out.
it. He goes down to Kef. He was low enough to die to the Widow body shot.
Nice headshot there, right, Kev?
Alright,
That'll be
okay,
it
there
for
was definitely
point
a
A.
chance for Squirtle to hold that, and Kef shut it down.
Yeah. And
Ooh.
that shatter came out. Got the. Ooh, okay. Early pick there on the
Kef
shatter.
getting a body shot, taking Obum down to half. He's really trying to prove here that he can make this work on willpower alone. Kawaii E-Girls on top. Here comes Pixels. They're gonna try and run the dive back, see if they can match it.
And Nave is gonna get a pick on the dad really quickly, but Pixel's gonna get taken out, and that might be a D-max.
Nave is
for
in
Nave,
trouble. He's on his own.
Yep. Nave is gonna get D-max there. But Ana is still on the point, but they
Complete
can't really
honesty,
dive
I
it
think
full
the
tank.
best thing for Squirtle to do is go back to the Orisa Sigma. That's what they know. Nave is so good at the Sigma, that's what they can do. Obum on the Mei, it's going to force them to dive into an Orisa Sigma Mei. That's never a good look. 2 shields for the Widow. It just seems like the play right now. But, to be frank, this might just be practice for Squirtle, now that they've won the match. Sort of a warm down, or as they figure out what can work against a team that's trying to take their first map of the league. Alright, Squirtle's been slowly getting kills. Shedder's on the sim now. And that's the end of that. They stopped the cart just 4 meters from its destination at B.
You know, it's 2:40 on the clock. There's still definitely a lot of time in order to gain ults and
Hef's
push in.
off the Widow. I guess being dived was too much of a risk. He's decided to just join with his Genji friend, Dad. Ooh, Pixels is in on the Ana. No one else to follow up on him. He's going solo with the Primal. Axel's 1, makes it out. Pixels wants that kill, but he wants to live.
It doesn't end up getting a kill in the end, but got very, very close to it.
Alright, here's the famed Pichu Bomb. Finds 1.
And that'll find 2 on Nave.
Ooh, sorry, chat.
Oh, that's gonna be a rough stall. Too.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Alright, ran into the sim turret.
Yeah.
Finish yourself off.
That's pretty big brain, actually. $130 coming into this next push they got here.
It's not a bad time bank. It's definitely doable. They just need to keep doing what's been working.
Pixel's getting a little greedy again. It gets very, very low. They're gonna dive off.
To be totally honest, there isn't a diveable target on Squirtle Squad.
Pixel dies. There's gonna be a blade coming out. Let's see if it gets anything.
Nanoblade gets 1.
And that'll be it. Just 1, but this is still.
But the fight is still going. It's not. Ooh.
Yep.
Both
They
the
basically
DPS were
abandoned the
very
point.
low.
They've abandoned the point right now. Nobody's playing the point. Point's not getting any progress in.
Alright, Nave's done with the
just
D.Va.
gonna
He's
take
gonna
it out.
play the ball. This is definitely a pretty bad look from Kawaii E-Girls. They're unable to finish anything off, even when they have their ults.
And they are able to finish things off at the beginning. We saw Pixels getting really greedy early on, and getting picked off for it, but they weren't able to follow up on it at all.
Kef's
Really
back on the
scattered.
Widow. They're gonna run Reinhardt D.Va. I don't think Kawaii E-Girls has a plan anymore. They're going in blind. They're hoping they can run the Rein and make it work at close range with the Lucio Ana.
Looks
I
like they're
don't know
going
why
top
they're not
here.
playing Moira.
Yeah, that Ana Lucio maybe will be enough healing.
And
Pixels gonna
Pixels
pick on the
dives the
early.
Widow, takes care of it on its own. That D.Va's going down.
Yeah, Pichu's not gonna be able to get her bomb there.
Alright, Element,
no,
no,
still getting
he's
picked.
half. He does get Cheddar. And as the wall expires, it's up to the DPS really on Kawaii E-Girls to make this work and make up for the lost. Yeah, that's not what they needed. Oh, Pixels goes low. Pixel goes down.
Yep. This is definitely still winnable here. Pichu almost coming back with the bomb.
That is back in. This is a strong stall from Squirtle.
And now with no shield tank. Oh, almost united.
Oh, chat. No. Sorry, chat. Cheddar gets that. Can you touch the cart? He's back on the cart. High powered. Gets the wall off and Pixels is here.
Pixels is not playing that barrier though. He's gonna charge that Kef gets it. That was a really bold move there from Pixels, but pulled it off. Lucy's gonna go down, and that'll be it for Kawaii E-Girls attack.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Yeah, at the beginning it looked like Kawaii could have pulled that off, but it was such a dominant second half defense there. Pixels ended up getting picked off a lot there, and DPS definitely didn't pop off as much there.
But I think so much of that was not Pixels getting picked off so much as Pixels trying to engage as Winston, right? And really just in his phase where he was trying to figure out where he was going to stand and he was staging, he got jumped a lot. Right, the DPS were definitely the most decisive we've ever seen, but we're still seeing Element No unable to take a stand on what he wants to do and what he knows how to do. Right, to be frank, I've watched almost 4 maps from both of these teams, and I don't know what Element No wants to do. He's not been decisive, he's greedy at times he's really passive, he has a decidedly passive Monkey and Ball and a really aggressive Orisa and Ryan. I don't get it. He's not a main tank, and I know that. But you need something. Something's got to happen if this team's gonna succeed. Right. In the end, it was just 1 point. They didn't make it to the end of B. It wasn't a great showing.
4, 3,
right.
2.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
If you can't play Squirtle without Neo and look good playing Dive, it's gonna be rough. Right. Kef had some high points that should have been a winnable map.
Not sure what value they're looking for coming out of the sim teleport on the left. Maybe just quicker spawn. They can get taken out very easily though. Pichu gonna go take that down. And then Painless gonna get picked out by Pixels almost immediately.
The big anti on Nate, but there's no follow-up.
1v1's not gonna finish out.
Kef by himself in the back, that's not gonna last.
The Widow 1v1 was not destined to be. And Axel Paxel might not get away here. He's not. That'll be a bagger. Bless you.
Thank you. Alright, we're getting a lot of sim shenanigans. And I don't think Kawaii E-Girls is prepared.
Yep.
Kef is trying to free fire. He can't do what he was doing before, and that's what they needed. The only time Kawaii E-Girls look competitive is when Kef was consistently hitting shots.
Element Null is going to get very low here. Going to take it out. That'll be a very dominant point A there from Squirtle
If I'm not
Squad.
mistaken, Pixels just hasn't died on this offense. Right? He's definitely remedied his mistake, realized that if they're going to play the Widow, they need the Orisa. He's good at the Orisa, he knows what to do.
Kef gonna get an early pick on the Norse. We'll see if that's enough. Dad almost going down there, getting very close to going down.
That is in. He needs a kill. He wants Noir. He doesn't get the Ana. Cheddar takes care of him. Big anti on Pichu.
Painless possibly gonna go down.
Axel's by himself, he's backing up, and Navis trying to get him on the Roadhog.
Yep, and Axel Paxley, yeah, getting very low here.
Ooh, but the anti means he can't heal himself. An impressive showing from Axel Paxel being able to 1v1 the Roadhog at point blank range. Element Null is back. He really should not engage right now. He doesn't have his team yet. He's gotta wait. No, don't get greedy.
He gets pulled down there. I was gonna dive into.
Alright.
a bunch
He
of
has his
sniper
team
turrets.
here. He has the Doomfist, he has the Lucio.
Both sound barriers are gonna come out.
Alright, they take care of the bongos from Pixels pretty quickly. Pixels is in trouble. She's out in the open. Gets back to her team.
Ooh, and that's gonna take down
Ooh,
two.
okay,
and
Dad
that's
gets
kept getting
2.
another pick of the open.
Both DPS from Squirtle's down. They gotta be
And
careful not
Dad's
to
gonna go
C9 here. They almost let
that was very
Norse
close,
pull it,
yeah.
push that the rest of the way. Norse is hiding. He knows he. Oh, never mind. All right, he's done.
Race
we
out,
can't see the game on. We can't see the game on stream. By the way,
That's Jade's that overlay.
Oh no.
guys, we can't see the game on stream.
All right, there we go.
All right, that's probably too late because of 3-minute delay. Rip.
Yeah. The game's still going.
We're fine. We're fine. We're giving the play-by-play.
Sorry about that there. Oh, I'm not gonna go in with banana leaf.
Oh, okay. Kef finally wins the Widow duel with Obum. But Element Null goes down again. Oh, chat, Pichu Bomb. Nice! Alright, both supports down from Squirtle. This is a winnable fight for Kawaii E-Girls.
And Pixel's gonna go down, and then that'll be it for that fight.
Ooh, but 2.5 minutes to push in such a short distance. Definitely doable.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Oh, I'm gonna take down Painless early though, getting that pick. Oh, I'm gonna take down Kef as well. He's getting 2 picks in that early fight. Nave getting one. This could
Alright,
be
that's
the
both
end right
supports. Ooh,
Yeah, on the
Pichu's down. Element Null's not gonna last long. This Doomfist shouldn't either. Oh, he gets the sound barrier, keep him in the fight a little bit longer. They need to stall this out. They can't lose another fight or they're done.
We'll see if that's it.
That might be the end of it.
We're gonna try to touch
Kef's
the point
going
here.
for it. Kef's going. He touches the cart. Goes down quick.
Touch the cart.
Alright, Nano Ball. Spin to win. He's going for it. Oh. Dad's back on the Doomfist, trying to make this work. Painless goes down. There's Dad. Element Noah's very low without his shields. We'll lose those in a second. He's won. Gets
He's
nanoed
getting
again.
nanoed there as
Up
well.
to
This is
half
a
health.
huge stall. This is definitely doable. Element Null going down.
Here come the bombs from Nabe and the Sim Wall. They don't want him touching this card again. They're about done with this match.
And that'll be it. That'll be Squirtle Squad 4-0 against Kawaii.
Play of the game.
And I think,
Alright, let's go ahead and pull our interview.
yes, so,
We have a special announcement after the interview. Make sure to stick around and listen.
yeah.
Who to grab? Let's see if we can get Nave in here. Hello Nave.
Hello.
Alright,
Hello.
Contrary to what might make sense, you are the MVP for this map. I think personally, I was impressed with you on everything that you played. Your Sigma was solid, rock solid, pun intended.
Thank you.
You were in every map, consistent showing all around. Your ball, it's clearly not what you're on this team to play, but it was definitely serviceable. You popped off, you made it work. How did you guys think the game went?
One of our DPS Cheddar was having FPS issues in the last map,
Oh no.
and Obum was playing on controller. So
Yeah, Obum was pretty. Obum played McCree. Did Obum play McCree on the controller?
no, I don't think so.
All right.
He played Widow on controller last map.
Oh, he actually won most of his Widow duels. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but other than that, I think the game went pretty well.
Yeah. So what did you guys think about on Hanamura when you saw the Bastion strat and then decided to change your defense to use the Bastion?
I mean, we saw on our first defense when they were attacking, they scattered for like 30 seconds on Sombra.
Uh-huh.
So when on our second defense, we just decided that they wouldn't scout again for that long because they only had a minute. So
All
we
right,
changed
makes
our
sense.
comp to Bastion. Yeah.
Oh, definitely a smart play there. I know Neo is definitely sort of an all-star player on this team. What was the reasoning for bringing in Cheddar? Was it sort of a victory lap?
I'm not too sure. I think
Alright.
yeah, sort of.
Caden, what do you think?
Just this being your first win and whatnot, what do you expect for the future of this team?
I think our team's pretty good, but I don't think Kawaii E-Girls is a top team in the league, so I wouldn't think too much about this game.
Alright, so I guess the question does stand. Who do you think is the best player on Kawaii E-Girls then?
I don't know. Pichu.
You had to pick Pichu? I think we definitely
Yeah.
saw a lot of value from Pichu at the end there. It wasn't enough. You were definitely winning all of your Sigma duels when it came to you versus Volt Drive. You looked pretty dominant. But yeah, all in all, it was a fun game to watch, good game to stream. I had a good time casting. I hope you had a great time playing.
Yep, definitely.
All right, now time for our special announcement. Nave, you get to stick around if you want. The free agent signing window is now open.
Papa.
All right, that's that.
That's it.
All right, we'll see you. Bye bye.
Yo!
Oh, hello.
Loads of toes.
All right, let's get out of here quick before anyone else shows up. We're out of here.